Today I'm out walking around looking for a cave. Not the one behind me, but there's one supposedly in the woods here nearby. A guy was telling me about it. I've never been in it. I don't know exactly where it is, but this is where he told me to start in the directions he gave me to get there. So let's pop over here for a minute and warm our hands up because I've been out in the wind and it's been kind of raining on and off. This is more of a rock shelter here. Normally there's a stream that flows out of here. I guess since it's been somewhat of a drought season for us. I wonder what that is. Don't know. Probably eye drops. We'll pick it up on our way out, but it's not flowing now because it's been dry. And then we'll look in here, see how far back that goes. Looks like somebody's moved a lot of the rocks. You can get in there. And all right, let's just do that. All right, so you ready? I wish I would have wore some knee pads. It looks like it's going to be a rough crawl through here. Let's turn the flashlight on. I think this does go back a ways if I remember correctly. That's going to be sharp. I got the big flashlight with me too, so if it opens up. Oy. Ow, 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 ow. Nothing like crawling on gravel with your knees unprotected. I'll definitely bring some knee pads next time if we come back. I don't know how far in we're going to go. Ah, a lot of air. Oh man, there is a ton of air flowing out of here. So that means there's another, there's definitely some rooms and stuff up in there, or a bigger passage. What do you think? I guess we could go a little bit further. I mean, my wife does know where I'm at, so I can't go in the other one because I don't know where that's at yet. So yeah, let's keep crawling. What do you say? Yeah, really rough on the knees though. Oi, oi, oi. Should have put my hard hat again, but I didn't. Oi. I can't see. I can't lift my head up yet. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. I can't see. Because I can't really see because I can't crane my head up yet. But I can tell that it's definitely opening up in there. Just crawl along slowly. It would be helpful if I wasn't holding the camera, but I am. Ooh, this is stalactite. That's a no-no. That's stalactite right there. I'll set it down, let you look at it. This is probably a stalactite which hangs from the ceiling, or stalagmite which comes up from the bottom. It's broken off, obviously. You never touch these things while they're growing, or you say you shouldn't, and you definitely don't want to break them off and bring them home. That could have taken thousands of years to get that size. But someone broke it off. Ah, cool. Nice little room in here. Let's go look at it. No sign of satanic rituals, which is a good thing. A little bit of trash. Oh, there's got to be a geocache in here, I bet. What do you think? Yeah, there's got to be. It looks like drugs. Is that drugs? What do you think that's all about? What do you think it is? Hey. Don't know what that is. I'll take that out. There's nothing in it, at least. That's a cool little room. Ah, look at that. Oh, there's that stuff again. It looks like gold. I would think there'd have been bats in here, but maybe kids killed them. That's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that cool looking? Lots of mosquitoes. Those stalactites. Not a whole lot in here. One, couple lonely crickets. Ah, it keeps going. Look at that. Should we go further? More cave. All right, I think we'll go a little further. What do you think? You guys game? I am. You hear the wind. And yeah, I'll put that junk down right here. We'll pick it up on our way. All right, what do you think? At least it doesn't have gravel in here. It's nice soft mud. You can see where this must fill up with water in here during the wetter times of the year, I guess. Certainly isn't now. It's well used. Very slick. I can't really see anything. Alright, let's crawl through. Ready. There's a button. A button. Looky. Always looking for stuff. Well, you never know. Could easily be some cool old stuff in here, because it isn't a cave. I'm sure the Indians were here too. Thousands of years ago. Oh yeah. There's not much of a room. Hey. Wow, look at that. It's full of mud. This would be a horrible mess. Horrible mess. If there was still water running through here. Glad it's a dry season. Alright. I'm not going to go any further than this, I don't think. Not without another person. That must be where the stream flows through here, look. See, there's a channel. That's exactly what it is. See this channel? And it runs up through there. Disappears further up. So it keeps going. Oh, look at that. That's some, these little cave formations there. Those little stalactites up there, look at them. You can see where people have broken these off. That could have been done 100 years ago. Yeah, look at this one. See, this one's broken off right here. It was that big, but it's already started to grow back again. So these could have been done a couple 100 years ago. Who knows? Yeah, same way with these. Look, these are all broken off. You can see how they drip. And this would, if we came back when it was in the wet season, these would be dripping. There'd be water coming off. And what happens is the water drips through this, or seeps through the solid rock, and it dissolves the calcium that's in this rock right here. And as it seeps through and drips, it evaporates just a little bit, and the calcium builds up slowly over the eons. See, that's what we call a soda straw right there. That's actually hollow. If you were to break that off, it'd be hollow inside and use it like a soda straw, which I highly recommend you don't do, but pretty neat. So those are growing back, they're repairing themselves. Wow. Let's just look up here. We're not going to go any further since we're by ourselves. You're not really supposed to go caving by yourself, but I don't unless just little stuff like this here. This would be full of water in the wet season, that hole right there. And it looks like, I can't tell if it keeps going or not. I'm going to go ahead and get the big flashlight out and we'll take a look up through there. Hold on a second. Again, I did want to give these guys at Through Night a shout out since they have supplied me so generously with flashlights. And you don't get to see their names like you do when I use a metal detector or something. Alright, hold your eyes. Wow, look at that. Oh, it keeps going. There's a big hole here. Yeah, I'd like to go in there, but you know what? We're going to not go any further. I can see some stalactites coming down from the ceiling right there. Look at that. Wow. Now we need to go just a little bit further, don't we? Those stalagmites coming from the floor. They're formed when the water drips from the top and then it hits the floor and builds up from the bottom. Alright. Like the first rule of caving is you don't go by yourself, but I think we're okay so far. This is a pretty easy cave, and well, I'm not home in a couple. Well, before dark, my wife will come get me. She'll rescue me, I'm sure. Alright, I'm gonna turn the light off for just a minute and crawl through this hole. I actually am thinking better of going. I'm not gonna go. Listen to the echo. Definitely opens up. It looks like it keeps going. We'll come back. Huh! Isn't that cool? Hold your breath! Idiot. Alright, we'll come back later. I'll make sure I have somebody with me next time, I think, though. Cool, that's awesome. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to head on out. And we're going to look for the other cave that's supposedly up in the woods not too far from here. I have directions. I know about where it should be. I've never been there, never been in it. We're not going in it today, even if we find it. But I want to look, so next time we can go in it. I'll bring you along for that if you don't mind. So hang in there a little bit longer. We'll be up in the woods in a minute. I hope. As long as something doesn't grab my leg and pull me into one of these passages. Never to be seen again.